may I now request our chief guest, Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Jishnu Varma ji, to please say a few words.
Namaskar and good evening. On the dais, Srimati Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Sri Ashish Chauhan, CEO NSC. Sri Shashwat Goenka, Vice Chairman RPSG Group. Sri Saurav Mazumdar, Editor-in-Chief Fortune India. Awardees, distinguished guests, and the inspiring women leaders being honored this evening. I am pleased to associate myself with the Fortune India Most Powerful Women 2026 program. I congratulate Fortune India for instituting this prestigious recognition that celebrates women who are leading some of India's finest corporations, institutions, startups, and social enterprises. Through their vision, innovation, and leadership, women are contributing significantly to India's emergence as one of the world's most influential nations. More than 5 decades ago, a young engineering student questioned an advertisement issued by the Tata Group carrying the words, "Lady candidates need not apply." She wrote courageously to Sri J.R.D. Tata, asking why one of India's most respected industrial houses should discriminate against women. To his great credit, Sri J.R.D. Tata responded positively. The company reviewed its policy, invited her for an interview, and she eventually became the first woman engineer to join telco. And the Fortune magazine is honoring the most powerful women, or 100 powerful women. It is indeed very difficult to define power. I would define as a capability to reach out, as a capability to transform lives, and the ability to inspire. And as the Honorable Minister was saying, there is a great movement going on. And I have been fortunate enough to be minister in my state, home state of Tripura, for the rural development and SSG, what is known as SSG today, the self-help groups. And the self-help groups have become a movement. And I recall that when I was a minister there, once we were holding a conclave of the state's SSG groups. And before the conclave, one lady came to me. She was from a very remote tribal area. And she told me, "Sir, can I give a PowerPoint presentation?" My officers were very, very frightened. They thought, what is going to happen? This lady from nowhere is going to give a PowerPoint program. And I said, why not? Why not? Why should the PowerPoint always be given by IAS officers? And if we are to empower them, why not allow them to give them PowerPoint program? And on that day of the conclave, I remember she came and she gave that PowerPoint. And it was completely surprising that she could do it so well. And I asked her on the stage, "What are you doing in the SSG?" And she asked me, "I am a bank sakhi." A bank sakhi means a lady who helps other ladies who come to the bank, SSG group people. And we posted her in the bank, only one of those public sector banks. And I had told her, "Please tell me your experience as a bank sakhi." And she said, "Earlier we were frightened to enter banks. To go to a bank, you required a scooter or a car. You require to be very, well dressed. And today here I am sitting in the bank, helping others. And sometimes the bank manager calls me for a cup of tea. And she says it's a great experience. I could make out that she's feeling empowerment. She is feeling empowered. That is what the transforming of lives is through the SSG. And I was a minister, as I said. Firstly, the banks were very, shy to give loans to SSG groups. They were thinking, what is this, making pickle and making papad? Will they return the loan or not? And later, after 2.5 years or 3 years, I inquired. I was also holding the finance portfolio. So I asked the bank managers, what happened to those loans to SSG? And they told me, sir, we are surprised that the NPA rate is under 1%. Then I joked and told them women are more honest. So today, women from all walks of life are participating in the nation's growth, especially from, villages, small towns. They have become leaders. I was in Telangana before coming here. There also I saw a huge movement happening of the SSG groups. Earlier when we were young, leaders used to come and give great speeches. And he's a man of great, action. And today the nation is seeing a great leap in the empowerment of women. When I was invited to this program, I was keen to come. Programs like this, and at my age, makes you feel the change that is happening. Whether it's in Mumbai, or in Kolkata, or in Delhi, you see women leading nowadays, major corporations, major businesses. So it's across society. And my colleagues in the, when I was in politics, you tell me, 33% chala gaya to kya hoga? I told them, you are lucky that 50% nahi chala ja raha hai. You should put up your hands immediately. Because you cannot have a Viksit Bharat, ignoring the 50% of the population. Neither can you have a Viksit Bharat without empowerment of women in the villages, in the hamlets. And our experience tells us, in the rural sector, money in the hands of women are safe. They are used for family purpose. All studies have indicated this. And that is what is happening. And it is often said that educating a woman in the family is educating the family. So we are on the threshold of great change. And there's so much to do. And leaders and the most powerful women, as they say, in fortune words, I must request you to go to the last person. That is the vision of Viksit Bharat, I keep saying. Empowerment of the last person. Empowerment of women who are living in the tribal areas, who are not so connected. There is a huge task ahead of us. but change is happening. And how do you make that change happen more meaningfully? So I am very happy to be here and speaking to you all. And I am sure that the awardees tonight will make a difference. And they have already made a difference, as I know, to society, to the corporate world, to the various fields. And I wish you all the best. And I thank the Fortune magazine for having me here. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Maharashtra.